everyone. My name is Grace. Welcome back to Shy TV. Today, once again, we're here with Bishop Adonteng Boateng to ask him a few questions. There were a lot of you guys that had questions during the last time we had a chance to speak with the bishop. So today he's here to answer some of the questions that we've all have in mind. Once again, whilst we're watching this, you're free to put any questions you have down below, and I'll be reading from the questions you guys write also so that the bishop can answer it directly to you guys also. Now let's start with the bishop. Hello, Bishop.
Hi, Grace.
How you doing today?
Wonderful.
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 I love your shirt.
Yo.
I love your shirt. Like, I love
you.
your style these days.
Thank you.
You're changing your style, and it suits you very, very well.
Thank you very much. Thank you, my daughter. Thank you for making good compliment about your father. You know, it's a good thing.
Bishop, first of all, how are you doing today?
I'm wonderful. We are alive, and we thank God for the chance to live.
Okay. So, Bishop, as you know, every time we sit, there's a lot of questions that a lot of people that are viewing, they have concerning relationships, and we thank God for your life. We thank God for the wisdom that you have. So, do you mind if we just jump right into it?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So, Bishop, a lot of somebody wrote this question, and I would like to hear your input on it. This person wants to know. They want to know how do you know a woman that is fit for dating and also a woman that is meant for marriage? Like, how can you differentiate the two?
Wow, that's a very deep question. Somebody asked that from where?
I think this person was from Ghana. They watch the live all the way from Ghana.
They want to know the difference between a woman that is meant for dating and a woman that is meant for marriage.
Yes.
Every woman is meant for dating, meaning that every woman wants to go out there, have fun, and enjoy life. So every woman has the potential to be dated by a guy, to be running around with a guy. But the difference between a woman that is meant for dating and a woman that is meant for marriage, when a woman is meant for marriage, such women have culture. Women who have culture has the potential to be married. A culture means that they are disciplined, they are respectful, they have the ability to hold a house together. You give them a house, they will turn it into a home. A woman that is meant for marriage, they understand the intricacies and the problems, issues of men. Every man has a problem, including myself. We are difficult to deal with. It is not easy to understand us. It is not easy for us to get us to understand us. But if a woman is meant for marriage, they have patience. They have the heart to take their time to deal with men. And those are the women any man who wants to marry should deal with. If you just take a woman for dating as a wife, your life will be ruined. So many men's life has been ruined because of a woman that is only meant for dating. They went further and married them. So every woman can be chosen for marriage. Oh, she's beautiful. The fact that she's beautiful doesn't mean that she's meant to be married. The fact that I'm sorry about that, okay? The fact that a woman is beautiful doesn't make her a wife. The fact that a woman she dresses nice doesn't make her a wife. The fact that a woman has a career doesn't make her a wife. The fact that a woman has a shape. Today, most of them, the shape they have, they are man-made shapes. And if you have to go follow a woman because of her shape, you're only going to commit a romantic suicide. A romantic suicide is where you throw your life into the heart of a woman and you are done, you are finished. So every woman is meant for dating, but it's not every woman that is meant to be married. So if a guy wants to marry any woman, you really want to take your time, like I've been saying. Take your time. Get to understand a woman. Get to know what she's capable of. If she's angry, will she break your car's window? If she's angry, will she scatter the house? If she's angry, will she respect you? Never ever marry a woman who will not respect you. She must respect you. You must feel like you are in a home and you are the head of the household. Those are the women that a man should marry. So you shouldn't just see a woman because she's beautiful, because she has a career, because her parents are good, her parents are rich. You feel that's a woman that is meant for marriage. 99.9% of it, at the end, they realize that they took a romantic suicide. They took a romantic suicide. That is why they lost the battles of their life. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, Bishop.
I hope I answered you right. I'm happy this is live.
Yes, you
if
did.
people have
Yes.
questions, tell them I said they are free. They can ask questions because every woman feels that she's supposed to marry. But if you want to be married, the woman's marriage starts from the day she's born. How she's bred, how she's raised. If she's disrespectful to her father, she will never respect you as a man. If she doesn't respect her mother, she will never respect your mother, because if she doesn't respect her mother, she will not respect you too. This is just the issues of life. So if a woman wants to marry, a woman's marriage is based on her mother or based on where she lives and where she's raised. If she's raised just randomly like everybody else, being reared like anybody, believe you me, she will grow up and she will carry the same character to her marriage. But if she's disciplined, she knows how to do this, how to be responsible, how to live under stress. Those are the women you marry. So there are women that are very good for dating. Those women that are good for dating, they are very good for sex. They are very good. They will give you all the Valentine stuff you want. Those are all fluffy stuff. Those are all colored stuff. The devil is always in the details. The devil is always in the details. So you don't see anybody. And the same way with guys too. There are guys that are meant for dating. He will take you on a dating, Grace. He will take you to a hotel. He will take you to this. Guys are hunters. Grace, your boyfriend is a hunter. Faith is a hunter. I'm a hunter. That is why stupidly most men, they grow so old. You see them chasing young girls. Is it surprising? No, they are hunters. That is how they are made. It's up to you, the woman, to know your value, your worth. Respect yourself. Respect your body. A woman who do not respect her body and doesn't appreciate it to use her brain, her lower part here is always suffering. So your ba now unyini na wamfa unyansa anya adwuma tambia wase hanebre, because men will always be taking advantage of you. They will be hunting you. So great, from the day you turn 30, 35, a woman, you're supposed to begin to use this and not fluff with your body like your breast or your butt. It is all not necessary. Show substance. Let people respect you for your brain and not your artificial bodies people are making now, flopping their butt and their breasts all over the place. That's what is important. Thank you. Is there any question?
Yes, there's one more question we want to ask. There's a lot of people that suffer abuse in relationship. What is your take on abuse in relationships?
Grace, the worst thing a guy can do to you as a woman is to first of all tell you all the good things, how she loves you so dearly. I know guys who tell women, oh, I love you, I'm ready to write your name in the sky, but I'm afraid the wind will blow it away. I am ready to write your name in the sand, but the sea will wash it away. I will write your name in my heart, and for the rest of my life, your name will never erase. Only after a short time, the honeymoon is up, the honeymoon is over, and they are beating the woman. Grace, you see, if you're a man and you beat woman, you don't live long. If you're a man and you beat woman, you don't prosper. If you're a man and you beat woman, your life is always on the downhill. Because a woman, Grace, you are my daughter. I take care of you. I provide for you. A guy comes into my house and said, I want to marry your daughter. Who are you? I'm this. I will take care of her. I am this. I am the director of this. And then he marries you. If I'm a broke man, I still take care of you. I give you food. I give you shelter. Then he comes and takes you away. Only at the end of the day, he starts beating you. He starts abusing you. He starts mistreating you. He's cursed. Because no matter who I am I was taking care of you. Once he's taking you, he has taken the responsibility and the burden of you. He must still find a way to father you. So you leave my care into the care of a husband. Now you become the care of the husband as the father. That is why you also as a woman, you must respect the man as your father. It is only a foolish woman who says, I don't respect my husband, I respect my father. She doesn't understand marriage. So Grace, the worst thing any guy can do as a beast, as a fool, is to lift up his hand to hit a woman, slap a wife. A woman, the moment you sleep with a woman, you have committed and signed your life into a danger that your mother can never erase from you. The moment you sleep with any woman, she has the spiritual audacity and authority over you. You must respect her. So the worst thing any guy can do is to stretch forth his hands and beat a woman, curse a woman, insult a woman in her face. Guys shouldn't do that. A guy should never do that. That is why so many men die so early. Because you should never do that. So the day you start beating this woman, the day you start abusing this woman for any reason, whatever her father says, it will come after you. Because you have taken something that he held on to some way, somehow, with trust, only to take it to go destroy it. I know women that married men, the men were so beautiful, the women were so beautiful before they married. Today they look like house help or kaya you out there on the market because the husband didn't have the heart to make the woman to bloom like a flowers. Good women, when you have them in their life, you're supposed to bloom them, groom them, make them beautiful like flowers. It makes you proud as a man to say that that's my wife. That's my wife. Yo, that's my baby going. That's where you go. That's my baby going. Because you've dressed her, you've given her comfort, you've given her a home, you've given her a style. But the worst thing any guy should ever do is to hit a woman. If you're a guy and you're watching me and you beat women, stop it. Because it will cost you not to live long. Thank you. Hey, before I go, there are women also that are stupid. There are women also that abuse men. When I said a woman abuse men, a woman who even refused to allow their husband sex is an abuse. A woman who insults a husband in front of her children is an abuse. A woman who cheats on a husband because a husband is supposed to be made a king, a wife is supposed to be made a queen. If a woman wants to become a queen in the house, please, women, make your husband a king so that in turn, in the house, you become a queen. A woman is not supposed to be abusive to her husband. I know women who fight with their husbands and they tear their husband's dress. They break their husband's windows. Why? Because they are angry. They take things to strike their husband. If you're a woman like that, watch it. Any woman that causes the husbands to suffer, to cry, to feel pain, to feel agony, watch the future of their children. Sit back and watch life. Any woman that abuses men, you marry a guy, you don't respect the guy, you take advantage of the guy, you do evil and wrong things to the man. Sit back and watch the woman, the end of their children's life. All the suffering of the husband, whether he dies or he lives, the children's life never succeeds. Something comes wrong with the children. So women also who are abusive, who are angry and bitter and you are fighting men, don't be that foolish. Because whatever you're sowing on the ground, your children will live to pay for it. In life, every action has consequences. Every seed you put on the ground, someday you will pay for it. If you don't love your husband, don't abuse him. Leave him. There are many women out there that will take him. Women shouldn't abuse men. That is like witchcraft say. As a man, you should never abuse a woman. Never lift up your hand to slap, to beat a woman you've had sex with before. It makes you look like a beast, like a fool, like a good-for-nothing person. It is not good. Abuse is not good at all in any relationship, period.
Okay. Thank you so much, Bishop.
All right, go ahead.
That was a lot, and I'm pretty sure all of you guys viewing are enjoying it. Please, once again, if you have any questions, feel free to write it down below in the live, and I'll be sure to ask the Bishop so that your questions will be answered. Bishop, like moving on to relationships still, we're still on the topic of relationship. There's a lot of people that have expectations in relationship. They want their relationship to be perfect. They have a certain way they want their relationships to be. Is there anything such as a perfect relationship?
Grace, ask your question again.
So a lot of people have different expectations for their relationship. Most people want a perfect relationship. But I just want to know from you, is there anything such as a perfect relationship?
Grace, thank you very much. If you say relationship is light, so is there anything like perfect marriage? Mm-hmm. Because relationship shouldn't last more than 2 years. Then it becomes an abuse for the woman. If you're a woman and you allow any man to live with you and you're not married, and it's past 2 years, the man is abusing you. You know why? Because all the times he's having sex with you and using you, you're cooking for him. After 2 years, he will never marry you. And usually, most of the men, after 2 years, after he has done all the things with you, get ready. There's a younger girl out there with a firmer breast, with a tighter body, that as old as I am, if I'm interested, the person is out there for me. So the marriage is a security for women, and you shouldn't allow a guy to date you for more than 2 years. So I wouldn't say a perfect relationship, I'll call it perfect marriage. No human being is perfect, and no human being will ever be perfect until the day we die from this earth. From the Bible, the only perfect human being that lives is Jesus Christ. Even in the professions of Jesus Christ, Judas found something to betray Jesus with. So because when the word betrayal is used, it means that Grace knows the Father's secret and Grace went to expose me. So when the word betrayal is used, maybe Judas found something which he thought was against the law. And that is why the Pharisees and the leaders of the church could stand on that grounds to crucify Jesus. So as surely as any man lives, there is nothing like a perfect human being. So you shouldn't expect a perfection out of me. I am an anointed person. I am a very wise individual, but I am not perfect. There are areas of my life where I'm weak. So you cannot come and marry me and say, I'm married to a pastor, I thought he's perfect. It means you are a very shallow and empty person. In the same way, somebody shouldn't come and marry you and say, I thought Grace is a bishop's daughter, so she's a perfect individual. You can never be perfect. So if I am not perfect and you are perfect, two imperfect people, that may be from the day we saw ourselves. Something whispered in my heart, oh my gosh, this is the woman. Am I talking romantically to you? I am an imperfect person. Grace, you're also an imperfect person. I'm coming from a very terrible background, from the abuses of my past, from the disappointment of my past. And I see you also an imperfect person. And then something from my inside sees you and said, oh my God, this is it, this is it. My heart is telling me this is the woman I've been looking for. So my heart connects with you. Immediately, sometimes maybe you also feel the connection. So, we hold our hands and you could feel that the connection is there. The diabolical chemical connections of the human anatomy is flowing between us. We're in love. We call this love. From the first day I saw her, I knew this is it. But remember, I'm an imperfect person. You haven't seen my anger yet. You haven't seen how gluten or how much I can eat. You don't know all that. Now you're going to get to know. But it is very good that Grace, if you want to enter into any perfect relationship, good relationship, it is good to be straightforward and truthful. Most guys, this is what they do to the girls who are fools. The girls who are fools, they don't watch the straightforwardness of the guy. The fact that the guy smiles and he has spectacles and the light is on my face, I'm looking handsome, they feel I'm an angel. I'm not an angel. So many girls have been fooled by guys who thought they loved them. Guys, even though when I saw you, I said, right from the get-go, I said, oh my God, this is it. My heart is telling me this is the one. It might be an infatuation. An infatuation is where a guy sees you and there is something about you. I feel like this is it. Women fall for that. I will sleep with you today, tomorrow. You call me, you won't hear of me again because it's just an infatuation. This is not love. So you shouldn't look at a guy's, you should look at a guy's truthfulness, honesty, integrity before, as a woman, you should fall in for them. So, Grace, the guy is straightforward. The guy shoots straight. He's honest. And you guys are together. Once you're together, to have a perfect relationship in that is that as much as I am imperfect, you are imperfect, you are working on my imperfections. You are accepting my weakness, accepting your weaknesses. Through my weaknesses and your weaknesses, we come together and instill in the imperfect, confused, I can't find a proper word to use to describe these imperfect people together. But one thing, in spite of these imperfections, I still look beyond your dirt, your mess, and I tell you, babe, I love you. This is perfect relationship. So a perfect relationship is not a relationship, but it's imperfect people who have come together to accept each other's imperfections and appreciate each other's weaknesses and wants to work together to make the home peaceful. So Grace, this is you. Now you are here with your daddy. You are the girl I'm dating, and this is you. You are so happy. You found this man. All the honor is on me. The glory is on me. Everything a woman wants, by the grace of God, I have it. But maybe when I sleep, Grace, the way I snore, it's more than Kofi Adonteng trained. You didn't know that. And this is some of my imperfections. And Grace, I also take you home, and you were sleeping. I wake up in the morning at 7, getting ready to go to work. It's 10 o'clock, she's sleeping. 11 o'clock, this is imperfect. She's lazy. This imperfect two individual. Now the two of us must begin to work on each other. At some point, time and chance brings us together. We accept each other's weaknesses. We help each other over time. One of the things is some of them, because of the past abuses they've been through in the past, they become very resistant. They will charge at you even when you're correcting them. They feel they are right. I know I've been abused before, I've been done this before. No, but once you enter into a new relationship, all the old things must go, otherwise you fail. And as a woman, you lose this in a relationship, because today if a guy, you kick me out of your house, there's a girl ready that is ready to open her house for me. If you're a woman and you are married and anything happens and you go out there and you are caught, it becomes a very shame and a disgrace for you. You understand my point? That same shame can come to a man. But society don't really blame the man too much, unless maybe it's with a child or something. They say, dang. You understand my point? So guys, women, the relationship is your court to run it, to play it, to even make sure how imperfect your partner might be. You will still dangle and work it up and make the house peaceful. There is nothing like a perfect relationship. Two imperfect people working on each other to make the home a peaceful place for all. I answered right?
Yes, I really love what you said. There's nothing like a perfect relationship. It's two imperfect people that make it a perfect relationship. I really love that. So Bishop, this one question this lady asked, she said, if a woman makes more money than her husband in a marriage, is the man still the head of the household, even though the woman is bringing in more money?
Grace, ask that question again. Go ahead.
So if a woman and the man are in a marriage together, and then the woman makes more money than the man, is the man still considered the head of the household, even though the woman is the one bringing in the more money, or even the money at all in the marriage?
A woman can never be a husband. A woman can never be a husband. But before a woman marries a man, the woman, you must know your class. Even though it is men that go out there to pay money to relationships to marry, but everybody is made and classed to different forms. So guys, even myself as a man, most men, some stupid men, they don't care if only a woman wears a skirt, they are ready to sleep with them. But men of integrity, they have class. So that there's a certain class of people, he will never go near them because, these people. In the same way as a woman also, no matter how desperate you are, you must have a certain class of people who you want to unzip and unbutton your dress for. So that if you know you work here, Grace, you work with your daddy. This is how much your daddy pays you. If you want to go get a guy, some guys, they have vision, they are poor, they have visions, but you also want to have a certain class of people, how he dresses, how he holds himself before you even allow him to get close to you. Let's say you are living together, he brings income, you also bring income. Over time, you went to school, you became a pharmacist, you became a doctor, you became something, you were making more money, or he lost his job. It is not the money he has now that makes him a husband. From the day he married you, he came to your house and placed all the drinks and all the African stuff, or went on his knees and said, would you marry? And you accepted. And he put a ring on your hand. The day he put the ring on your hand, he's your husband. He's your husband. From the day he knelt down and he put a ring and he got up, he's on top of you. You must know yourself for him. But you see, it is very sad that a lot of women, circumstances changes, life specters changes. They have more money and they want to begin to look down upon their husbands. I know a Ghanaian in, I think, Texas somewhere, years ago. The husband brought her from Ghana and she was doing CNA work. After some time, she told her husband she wanted to go to school for nursing. The husband paid for her to attend the nursing school. She became a nurse. And so she started working at the hospital as a nurse. Now no longer is, but the husband is a taxi driver. Now she's dealing with black American medical doctors and all these people. And now because they're speaking English, she will come home and the husband is coming with a shorts, with a taxi. She started looking down upon her husband, thinking that she's, you understand? Grace, after she had one baby with the daughter, her mother also supported her, saying that the husband is so low class. But this is the same man that supported her, helped her, and put her where she is. Now her mother is supporting her to begin to look down upon the husband. Yeah, so she started dating from the support of the mother. She started cheating on the husband with one of the black American medical doctors. So she will come home so late. The husband will say anything. She will curse the husband. Once the mother was living with them, once the mother hears them fighting, the mother will come and also insult the man. One day she says she's done. So she left the house, packed with her baby and her mother. They left the house. And they went to live with the black American medical doctor. They're going to plan to marry. So they stayed there for 3 months, 4 months. What she didn't know was that there are two characters of people. The character of the person you see at work, you meet at church, and the character of the person at home. After they live about 2-3 months together, apparently the black American guy has a very serious bipolar. I think bipolar, schizophrenic. I can't remember all the feelings that the guy was having. So once he gets angry, he becomes mentally deranged. One of the time, the lady was speaking tree with somebody on the phone, and the guy thought she was cheating on him. The reason why the guy could think she was cheating, because when you were married to somebody, you were cheating with him. So the guy also thought that now that I'm living with you, speaking to another person, the guy wasn't speaking to you, the guy was talking to a friend. This medical doctor got upset. Grace, oh my God. He beat, these people when they're angry, he beat this girl, step on her, used scissors to cut her hair, stabbed her, stepped on her. The girl is still in a nursing home now, paralyzed, broken, and she has never walked for the last 5 years. The medical doctor is in jail now. The old husband is happily married. The daughter they took away, the daughter went back. The girl went back to the father. The mother of this woman that was such a devil who was supporting her daughter to cheat on her husband, the mother is broken and destroyed. Never ever use your position, your acclaimed beauty, or anything to abuse a man. Anything you throw against the wall, it bounces back to you. If you are married, be stable. Enjoy your marriage. Let people respect you as a married woman. It is more precious than gold. If you are seeing sikebia ni edio, enya adi shire nyina na esika kokko. In English, I mean, it is not everything that glitters that is gold. If you see something that is shining, it's not gold. There are so many of them. They are coppers, they are coppers, they are stuff. So if a woman feels that she is at a position where she can look down upon a man, at the end of the day, she loses. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bishop. Once again, please, if you're watching and you have any questions, feel free to write it down below, and I'll be glad to ask the Bishop directly for you for any questions that you may have. Bishop, I want to move a little bit from relationship. There's a lot of young women out there these days that, because of social media and everything that is going on in the world, a lot of them are struggling with their personalities, or let's just say their self-esteem in general. What do you have? What kind of advice can you give such young women that are struggling with this type of issue, with their personalities, their self-esteem in general?
Grace, I'll look straight in the camera and answer this. If you're a woman and you are watching, I understand life is crazy. Sometimes through the abuses of your childhood, through parenting, through divorce, through certain crashing failures in life, it is very possible to feel that you're not beautiful enough, that you are too big, you are too skinny, you are too dark, you are too this. Baby, can I tell you something? Can I tell you something very deep? You are one of a kind. You are very beautiful. I understand there are voices that are telling you are not enough. But God made you wonderfully, graciously, very beautiful. And there can only be you. Sometimes the voices that you hear tells you are not enough. And that why you even living at all. I want you to look within yourself and see that some of the greatest men that has ever lived, they started from zero before they became a hero. Never ever look at your immediate circumstances, where you were sleeping now, where you were living now, your status now, to ever judge that this is who you are. Life is about how you define yourself. I have been through the worst times in life. I have seen the worst parts of life. But I still hope and I believe that you will still make time and watch me. If you can still make time and watch me after all the things I've been through, why do you think that the time is coming somebody will not watch you? Your beauty hasn't been defined yet. There is somebody out there that is looking for only you and nobody else but you. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. Your beauty is not the makeup you're making. Your greatest beauty is what is from your outside. There are very beautiful people out there who sees beauty as nothing, because beauty, the greatest beauty is what comes from your wisdom and your knowledge. You are a great person. You are beautiful, graciously made by God. Blessed. Blessed. Somebody loves you. Somebody loves you and somebody feels that without you, life will never be the same. You are a great person and somebody loves you. Someone like myself sitting here, I love you and I love you deep. Somebody else there also appreciate you. That's all I can say for now, Grace. Thank you.
Bishop, thank you so much. A lot of times when we talk about self-esteem and personalities, we always attach it to women. But there's a lot of young men out there too that are also struggle with their personalities and their self-esteem. What do you have to say to these young men also?
Grace, you see, it is sad that any young man will live and feel like my personality is not good enough. I am not strong enough. Growing up, I used to be very skinny. But I remember back, maybe I used to be a cool, handsome child too. I grew up from a very, very, very poor home. But even in my poverty, I believe that one day, someday, as I continue to hit my head to the walls, I will get somewhere. So that my beginning was very imperfect. So even later grades, I had to start going to the gym. So I was working on that. I became a macho. Grace, my chest were like this, like that. Anytime I met people, the first thing they do is they will hit my chest because my chest, Grace was big. It wasn't like Faith. Faith, there is breast. Mine was a real chest with shoulders. Today, where is it all? What made me snatch my chest is not my shoulder, but it is what has come out of me as substance. You can never know where you go. Please don't look at anybody that has already made it and judge yourself with who has gone ahead of you. Some of my friends used to travel to London. Every vacation they would travel to London. And they will come with dresses from Yankee, top of the class. They will come with dresses from Yankee Grace, top of the class. So rich and so nice. Today, if I compare where they sit and where I stand, there's a lot of difference. So don't look at anybody to feel that this is it. The young man said, I'm going to commit suicide because I feel life has nothing for me. You are the next president of your country. Yes. Get yourself ready. Push on. If you fail, praise the Lord. But the possibility of you making it is 99%. If only you believe and if only you know that you can make it. So nobody should look down upon themselves because of current circumstances. In life, some are short, others are tall. Some are big, others are skinny. Nikwe has a big head, Faith has a big neck. This is just the life you can never understand. That is how you must appreciate yourself, because whoever you are, somebody likes you just the way you are. You don't want to be like somebody. You understand my point? It is sad people watch social media and they think, well, this girl is... There's a girl I met not too long ago, Grace. I've been meeting her on Facebook and she's so pretty. She came to church one day. She said she would come to one day, she came. When I saw her, Grace, the personality I saw, I've been seeing on Facebook, meaning that, hey, are you the... Because she's been using the stuff, the light and things. This is so if I have committed suicide saying she's beautiful, my friend, it means that is somebody's old lady. But she's used social media. People go to doctors now to make boobs, to make butts. So if you say, well, she has butts, my friend, it is fake. This is not what is important. Your substance, what comes out of you. Look at, that's the name of the Amazon guys. Amazon, what's the name of the guy? Bezos, right? Look at his head. Nitia is a kube. Have you seen him before? His head is like coconut. Do you know that? Even Faith's head is bigger than his head. Very tiny head. But look at what has come out of him. If he has to look that, oh, somebody's head is bigger than mine. It doesn't take a big head to think. It doesn't take a big head to think. So please, don't look at anybody to classify yourself low or poor at all. Be the best you can be. There are better days ahead of yourself.
Thank you so much, Bishop. So we have a couple of people asking questions. Mm-hmm. This one is from Bridget Berry-Mafiano.
Yes.
She said, what about mothers controlling their son's money while they are married?
Oh my God, that is witchcraft. You see, once a guy marries, the management of the home is supposed to be between a husband and a wife. The management of the house is supposed to be between the husband and the wife. Anything else, that is why the Bible said, for this reason, a man shall leave his father and his mother, and he shall go and cleave. The man is still not married. He's still somebody's dadaba. And that is why I said such a relationship, the mother is a witch, the woman is a witch. Because when people marry, you leave them to struggle their struggles together and bring it together. The guy's mother should not have the audacity to control his son's finances. No, that is not good. You cannot abuse somebody's daughter. If you allow yourself as a mother to abuse somebody's daughter because he's married to your son, your daughters will also suffer even worse. Because any action you take in life, there's always consequences. So the mother shouldn't do that. If this is what the woman is doing, the lady should be ready, because such people, at the end of the day, they already secured, they already found their security outside. They feel that I don't want to have anything to, because if I'm ready to go, I don't want to have any interlock with you. It happens to women, it happens to men. And mothers like that that are so controlling, it is only witchcraft. Because when people marry, you're supposed to leave them to make their decisions, good and bad, on their own. Thank you.
Thank you, Bishop. Once again, we have Bishop here to answer any questions you guys have about relationship or anything else you want to ask. Please, we kindly suggest that you type it down below so that we can ask Bishop directly. Bishop, everything that you said,
there is something I want to throw out there. If you're watching me and you think you want to marry, you want to be in a relationship, always look for somebody that will fight for your heart, especially if you're a guy. Always look for a woman that will fight for your heart. A woman that will not give up on you. A woman that will fight to maintain love. A woman who will hold your house together. A woman who will not quit on you. If you have such a woman in your life, you will always pray that heaven will not come quickly. A woman that will fight for your heart, that will fight for your love, that will fight and make a home strong and happy. That's what, guys, you need. There are many women out there. If you get them, they will fight for your heart, they will fight for your love, they will fight for their home, they will fight for their joy. And they will do all to make sure that heaven will never be your choice, because they give you heaven on earth. That's what, guys, you need. That's by the way. Go ahead.
Thank you so much, Bishop, for all the advice you've given us. And I'm pretty sure everybody that's watching has been blessed by what you're saying. Before we end our little discussion today, is there anything else that you would like to tell people that are viewing from homes or from their jobs or wherever they are at this moment?
What I'll tell people is that, you see, yesterday or so, we all heard the news that TB Joshua is dead, and everybody's making their comments. I am not part of his ministry. I am not part of his calling. But I feel that whether he's a false prophet or TB Joshua is an occult or good or bad person, I leave judgment always for God. Because, Grace, I'm not a perfect person. I'll never stop saying that. If you know you are not a perfect person, never ever live life to judge others. Anytime you want to judge others, make sure that all your life is perfect. The man is dead. Now it's time for him to face the consequences of all the actions he took. The day I die, I want to face the same thing. You are not dead yet, so you don't know how your score might be. He has seen his score. I don't know my score, so I don't want to judge. Please, so some of you who are judging and insulting and doing all these things, if you are a pastor, remember, you are not a perfect person. We are all saved by the grace of God. When we are judging, please don't be too extreme. Don't curse, don't insult. Don't make you feel as if you are a perfect person, because there is no human being on this earth that is ever perfect. Myself sitting here talking, I am the most imperfect pastor. No, I'm not just a pastor. I'm a bishop. I'm not just a bishop. I'm a chaplain. I'm not just a chaplain. I'm a great man in my community, but I'm still a very dirty, imperfect person. I don't judge. Can we pray for the family? Can we pray for the wife and the children? They have the whole life to live ahead of them. Don't celebrate because another person fell. In the Bible, when David heard that Saul and his son Jonathan had died, he didn't judge them. He said, oh, how are the mighty falling? Because he knows that one day, someday, it might also be his turn. Death, no matter how good, bad, evil, whatever you are, one day, someday, you will also die. If your brother or sister is dead, please don't celebrate and don't jubilate. Pray for the family. TB Joshua's family, I sit here and I pray for you. I pray that God will sustain the family and strengthen you. It is not because I support him. I don't know what he did. I'm not part of his ministry. But at least I saw him pulling people together in the name of Christ. And that is enough for me. At least somebody might have known Christ through him. Others might have also fallen because of some things he did with them. That is the imperfect of life. Be happy for him. Be happy for the wife that he died peacefully without struggling. That is life. I love you, and I pray that you will live a very clean life. You will live a life that is not full of evil, negative, malice, and all evil things that destroys human. I love you, and I appreciate your time for watching this event. Thank you.